Hello.
Hi.
How you guys doing? This is our second episode of the Kenzie and Roman show, and we're laughing. Why are we laughing, honey?
Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm assuming when it has our stream countdown that people can't hear us.
We were told by DJ Flipside, who set up our entire channel and our studio thing, that when Spotify is on and we're like having the countdown, you can't hear our microphones. Well, Kenzie's a talker, in case you guys don't realize. She's a talker. So she was saying some things that she probably shouldn't have said.
I just bashed like 3 people on Instagram.
So, Milazzo145, Chicago Radio Man, and Emily Lugo. Can you guys let us know? First off, welcome to the chat.
Well, Emily Lugo says, I can hear you. I know you can hear me now. Wait a minute. Mira, could you hear me like 3 minutes ago, though? I'm going to get fired.
Okay, so when you saw our countdown, Emily, were you able to hear what we were talking about, or you only heard music?
Because he told me I said something that I could get in trouble for. And then he said, our mics are on. And then I'm like, okay. And then like 2 seconds later, I also said something I could get in trouble for.
Okay.
You heard music.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Chicago Radio Man.
Shut up.
He's
Chicago
lying.
Radio Man. Also, can you identify yourself for realsies? Because we were having debates over who you could possibly be, Chicago Radio Man.
Our guy, Milazzo, keeping it real. No, we couldn't hear you. Thank you so much. Our guy, Robert Mall. Good evening, Kenzie and Roman.
I love it. Thanks for jumping on. I'm really happy you guys couldn't hear me. That was,
yes. All right, but
it was aggressive. I'm gonna have some wine.
Have some wine, yeah, because we need you to say more inappropriate things with the microphones on.
That was wineless commentary.
Oh my goodness. Well, welcome again. We had so much fun last week. Hopefully you guys did too. This thing's gonna grow and grow and grow, and we are committed to at least once a week. At least. I think we're gonna end up doing more if you guys want that. But right now, once a week on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Central. But we had a blast last week.
We
Although
had so much fun.
It was a really good show, but it wasn't flawless because it was our first time.
No, and you know what you did that bothered me?
What did I do that bothered you?
Because I thought I really did well, but so my coaster is in a different spot than your coaster.
Right.
And your coaster's close to your microphone.
Yes.
And you were like, click, 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 click.
Oh, you hear this?
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
It really bothered me. Like, we almost broke up.
Okay. Anyways.
I'm going to say in the vows, but if you put your coaster next to the microphone, it's over.
All right.
It's going to be in the vows.
Well, I didn't know that was a mistake we had on our first Twitch. I'll try to be quieter when it comes to the coaster, but one thing we didn't realize was the lighting wasn't perfect.
It was not.
You're more of a lighting person than I am, and you thought we were too, whitewashed or too,
Yeah, like the light was like way too hot, way too bright.
Okay.
I felt like this is a brown wall. And it was like, we were pale white, and so was the wall. Like, it was insanity.
It's a macadamia wall. The color is macadamia.
It's brown.
It's macadamia. But anyways, I get what you're saying. Hopefully the lighting is better this time around. And the last thing that we really messed up on last week on our first Twitch ever, we don't really know what...
Also kind of a you thing, I'm not gonna lie.
We don't really know the whole rating thing. Apparently, like, Twitch etiquette is at the end of our show.
Yes.
We're supposed to raid somebody else's show.
Yes.
So at the end of our show, I didn't know what to do. I grabbed my phone and went on Twitch and I'm like, okay.
It was
this person's live right now, and it was like the best of all, like, the captions, and it was like, Jesus loves you, and we're like, yeah, we love Jesus.
Listen, first off, her like profile picture, it was like all pink. Jesus loves you. We love positivity.
It was positive. So we sent you guys to this chat, and
it was not positive.
Apparently, it was very aggressive, and we're very sorry.
So aggressive. She was doing a breakdown. Let's get real.
All right, get real.
In case you missed the raid, she was doing a breakdown on why she knows that Travis Scott has sold his soul to Satan. And it wasn't a joke. I was like, we do not approve of this message.
Oh my goodness.
Because it looked like we gave her the stamp of approval.
That's the thing, is when we raid somebody, when we raid somebody, it's not like we're not endorsing them. We're just trying to, like, I guess it's like Twitch etiquette. Now, the more friends we get on Twitch, we'll know it's safer to go to Flipside's chat.
Yeah, we didn't know.
We didn't know. We just thought, Jesus, we love Jesus, so may as well send you over there.
I was like, what's the worst thing she could say?
Well, we found out.
I was so aggressive. By the way, Emily said she had fun watching me cook.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. But you have your own like show on this channel.
You and only you. It was Emily and me. That was it. Watching my live cooking show.
Kenzie's Kitchen. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay, yes.
It's like another show we have on this channel that you guys are more than welcome to check out. And she's a great cook, and we'll talk about it in a little bit for sure.
Okay.
All right, so I think people are here now. Let's kind of get started with our show. So the first thing we're going to do is kind of recap our week. We had a really fun week.
We did.
Last Friday, we actually went to the Chicago Theater for the sold-out Chelsea Handler show. And you can see right there. Oh, that goes away. Chicago Theater. We were there last Wednesday for Will Smith. That was amazing. We got tickets last minute for Chelsea Handler. Now, you love Chelsea Handler.
I'm like an old school Chelsea Handler. Like,
Yeah.
I watched Chelsea lately.
Yeah.
And I mean, just watching a female comedian get her own show and
Yeah.
dominate. Like, I love to see women win. So you're
Yeah.
gonna often see me take that side.
Women supporting women. That's your thing, right?
I am.
You are.
I love a bitch who's got her shit together.
But when I support women, she gets mad at me. So
first off, you support who you want to sleep with. And
Okay.
It's rude. It's rude. You don't need to rub it in my face.
And for
like
the record,
that.
I didn't curse at all last week. You cursed last week, and now you've already cursed twice.
You know what? How about I have a curse countdown like you have a Cubs countdown?
Fair enough. So you go to Chelsea Handler. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of hers. You love her, and it's all about I want to do things for you because this is a mutual relationship.
Right.
And so anyways, we had a good time. I was surprised that I liked her as much as I did because I didn't think I was going to like her too much. She was very funny.
She's so funny.
She was very funny. I thought the funniest thing she said, though, was when she said that as an adult woman, she was shocked to find out that the moon and the sun were not the same thing. And I thought it was a joke, but it was not. She really thought the moon and the sun were the same thing. Like at daytime, the sun goes up, and then when it goes down, it comes back up as the moon. She thought they were the same, and I thought it was such a funny skit she did. It was so
Because
funny.
I could also, it's really funny, but I could also see maybe why somebody would think that.
I don't.
You don't see it at all?
My son Tristan is 7 years old. He knows it's the sun and the moon.
That's not fair. I would say that fifth graders and younger should know that more than adults because it's kind of like Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader where they're currently learning all those things. So it's like more in their life.
But Chelsea Handler's like 50. She should know that the sun and the moon are two separate things.
Again, I support women and I understand why she saw it like
so
that.
it was really funny. We thought it was very funny. So we thought because of that, skit, it's time for us to kind of admit the dumbest things that we've ever done.
I have a great one.
And I want to hear this.
Okay, so first off, Emily went to see Ross Lynch on Tuesday, which I thought was awesome.
I don't know who that is. Ross Lynch. Who is that?
He's a comedian. He's funny. I think he's a comedian. Am I wrong? Isn't he the one who dresses like really goofy? Now you have me questioning. I thought Ross Lynch was the guy like on the roast who dresses like a commander. Isn't that Ross something?
It is Ross. It's David Ross is the manager of the Cubs, not
That's
him.
not David Ross.
It is
Cubs
Ross.
won.
It is. It's Ross. Yeah. What's that guy's name?
That's why I thought.
Now he's bald.
Yeah, but he had the curly.
Yeah.
That's why that. Okay, let me know if I'm wrong. She'll jump back in.
Okay.
Emily, let me know. By the way, just to circle back on my fantastic recipes, Milazzo made my recipe and said it was great, so that's awesome. And Robert said yes on the recipe too. I don't know if he actually tried it or he's just being a joiner. So
that's
anyway.
awesome. We'll take either way.
Okay, so dumb moment.
Dumb moments because of Chelsea Handler thinking the sun and the moon were the same thing.
I top the sun and moon story with this.
All right, tell me.
I want you to know that. And I don't think I've ever told you this story. I don't think it's ever come up, so I'm kind of excited. So, you know when someone says, I'm a lesbian, okay?
Okay. You've cursed twice, and you said lesbian. Okay, great.
I don't think that's bad.
It's not bad, but it's just
And what
shocking.
did you just say? I said what? What'd I say?
Lesbian.
Fabulous. Okay.
Lesbian.
Lesbian. My almost entire existence, I thought the word was a lesbian. E-L-E-S-B-I-A-N. I'm a lesbian. Because you say it together? Because everyone says it together.
You know what's great? Is somebody could take just that clip of you saying that, and it could go viral, and people think you're lesbian.
I'm a lesbian. So somebody said, for some reason, most people say when it's said, it's like, I'm a lesbian. Somebody one day said, I'm lesbian. And I'm like, you're what? And they're like, I'm lesbian. I go, you're a lesbian. She's like, yes, I'm a. And then she said, I'm a lesbian.
And it broke it down for you.
And I went, are those different words? Is that not, she goes, it's an A. I go, a lesbian is not spelled E-L-E-S-B-I-A-N. Is that a real thing? I found that out not long ago. And now LGBTQ plus makes much more sense because I thought it should be EGBTQ plus because I never understood why they did that.
I mean, you were today years old when you found out that it's lesbian.
I do understand. Like, everyone says I'm a lesbian.
Oh, wait, Mr. Finkus, Jeff Ross. That's the roast guy.
Oh, that's
Jeff
what
Ross.
I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
Jeff
Okay,
Ross.
well, I hope Ross Lynch is great. I don't know if he is.
Oh, my goodness. All right, and he's a first-time chatter, by the way, Mr. Finkus. So
Mr.
thank you.
Finkus
He comes in.
Finkus with the facts.
Dude, he could have his own segment on our show. The Finkus Facts. I love that.
Finkus facts.
All right, so I don't want to like double down on like dumb things that you've said, but just if you could please explain and tell them. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. We're supposed to do dumbest things we've ever done. Is yours one of? Is it
No.
thing?
I have one.
Okay.
But it got me thinking. Can you tell them the envelope, like how you figure out things with the envelope?
Oh, my right and left?
Yeah. Can you tell me?
Okay. Well.
This is so. I still can't believe you're a
little-
functioning adult and this is something that you use. It's funny. It's adorable. Oh, it hurt my hand.
The coaster and now your hand. Okay, here's the deal. I flip letters and numbers around a little bit.
You say you're dyslexic, but I don't believe that.
If you look at my handwriting, every DMB is always capital. Every time, in the middle of a sentence.
Okay.
If I spell the word debacle, it is capital D, right? B in the middle, like that. Dad, capital, little capital. I flip it around.
Okay.
It confuses me. So, when you're trying to do right and left and everyone's like, make an L. I'm like, which one's an L? Now I'm trying to reverse my letter in my head.
Okay.
So I imagine a piece of mail.
Okay.
Because a stamp goes in the right-hand corner.
Right.
So anytime it's like, turn right, I'm like, mail, this way. Like, I know, that's how I do it.
You guys understand?
I have to envision a piece of mail.
If somebody tells her to go right, she has to think of an envelope with the stamp, and that's how she knows
but it
to go
happens
right.
fast. Like,
It's
I
quick.
got that image locked and loaded. I had it locked and loaded.
Okay. That was funny. I love that story. I really do. What? What are you so mad about? You told that story before in like one of our couples videos.
I did but you weren't. I was supposed to have one dumb thing, and you made it two.
So,
Sin barely said Mira Roman.
Because you said Mira. I think you
Mira.
said yeah. So they're laughing at that, which is pretty funny.
Mira, look. Kins, I can see that in a way. See?
And we found out who that other Ross Lynch. Emily saying he was with the band R5 for Disney Channel. He was on the Disney show Austin and Ally. So that's who Ross Lynch is. Awesome.
So I wasn't even close.
No, I wasn't either.
Great, we're three dumb things into me. Can you do one?
So I've said obviously in my existence many dumb things. I've probably done some stupid things. But the one thing that's recent that I think is really, really funny, and you almost tell the story best, is one of my friends was hanging out with a girl, whatever, and you're like, oh, they're dating. I go, no, they're totally platonic.
Oh my God.
And you go, well, no, they're sleeping together. I'm like, well, yeah, but they're like totally platonic. And you go, that's not what that means. Platonic doesn't mean you're sleeping together. And I knew that. Like, I know what platonic means. Like, I know, like, for real what it means. But in that moment, I was so hung up on, no, they're just sleeping together. They're platonic.
Imagine, I want you, listen. You know when you first start dating somebody and you roll through the girls and men in their life and you're like, no, it's always been a friend. Or, oh, I did date that. I went on one date. You know how, I'm like, we must now backtrack to everyone that was labeled. Were you sleeping with all of these platonic?
Just platonic. We're platonic.
You were platonic. I'm like, wait a damn minute. Because we sent some wedding invites out to some platonic friends.
A few of my platonic friends are going to be there. Girls. But I want to say is that...
Wait a damn minute.
I'm joking. But I think it came up because our friend Ryan Hurd, the country singer Ryan Hurd, he's got a song called Platonic that you love. And it's a really, really good song.
Yeah, ain't no way we could be platonic.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot
I think
better.
that sparked the conversation of this guy with platonic and
Oh my God.
I love that story.
Oh my God. But I was heavily concerned.
Why were you concerned?
First brought it up.
Oh, because you thought I had like...
Yeah, because like we've had these conversations. I'm just like, oh, like what about, I don't want to put her on blast because it really was platonic, but like Courtney from the Bulls, who I've had all these dinners with and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute.
Me and Courtney from the Bulls.
My life flashed before my eyes.
We are very platonic.
Like
that's legit.
Listen, we went through the list. We're good.
Hey, first time viewer, Chris V384. What's going on? How you doing?
Hello, Chris V.
Thank you for joining our craziness that is the Kenzie and Roman show. Thank you so much for joining us. We're
wild.
And by the way, you guys can comment if you have dumb things that you've done. We love to hear that. Make us feel better because we.
Well, I would love if you throw in a few more. I got 3 deep over here. Since that you guys are hilarious, love it. Such a good time. Thanks for joining us, Chicago Radio Man. You two seem like you should date. Great chemistry. We're getting married.
We're engaged.
No,
show the ring.
Yeah,
it's legit.
We did date, and then we got engaged, so we're there.
We were never platonic, and we never will be platonic.
At one point when we met, we hadn't...
Maybe physically, but like mentally, we were never platonic.
You weren't. I was. Right. You were my friendy friend. You're my
but
bestie.
Chicago Radio Man, thank you for noticing the chemistry and everything because we are engaged, and she's my best friend, and I hope I'm hers, and...
we are besties. Besties who aren't platonic.
Personally, professionally, like everything, we're hoping to bring that chemistry to you guys. Wherever that is, TV, radio, Twitch, we're in. We're all in, right?
We're here. Right.
Moving along with our weekend that we had on Saturday. I thought we had a really fun night. We went to my son's PTO fundraiser. It was at a country club out here in the burbs, and it was a great like dressy event, dinner, silent auction, live auctions. All these teachers were there, principals were there. Here's a picture from us all dressed up. You know, I don't really wear suits all that often.
I've probably seen you. Okay, we've been together over 2.5 years now, and I've seen you in a suit like maybe 4 times.
I'm not joking. Weddings, funerals, and then only because this was a black tie, or not black tie, but
it was suit mandatory.
Suit mandatory. Like that. That's when I wear suits. Funerals, weddings, and then suit mandatory type of occasions. And there's our picture from Saturday. We thought we did a really good thing, helping raise money for my son's school and the PTO.
It was a fundraiser.
We met a lot of different parents that were very, very nice.
It was so fun because Tristan, my stepson, his son, his teacher had the assigned seat next to me, and we had such a blast.
She's great.
Because, like, okay, as the step parent, you get a little shafted because when it's like, you do, it hurts a little, it's fine. But you get shafted when it comes to, like, parent-teacher conference. I get it. There can't be 12 people up in that room.
Right, you don't get to go to that.
I don't get to go to all those, like, tiny little, I get to go, of course, every game and stuff, but those little where it's like, you're barely allowed to have 2 parents sometimes, Right. I don't get the bonus additive. So I was so excited to sit next to her. Yeah. We had a blast. She may think I'm crazy. I don't know.
No, you guys were drinking wine. You were drinking wine, toasting.
We were drinking. He gonna get an A. Let me tell you something. Yeah. She loves us.
Between his 2nd grade teacher, the principal, I feel like my son's gonna be very, very good in that school for the entire career of that school.
And hey, Flipside, he just jumped in.
Flipside, what's up, baby? How you doing? One more thank you to Flipside for setting up our Twitch, our channel, for pushing us to do this. Mm-hmm. He's the reason we're even here. So thank you, Flipside, and thanks for joining. But back to our weekend. So we had a great event on Saturday. Great event.
You don't even understand.
In our neighborhood, there's a Facebook group, right? Like every neighborhood's got a Facebook group.
And I almost refuse to be part of it because I don't like to waste my time on people mad because it's not apricot season and someone's planting apricots.
We all had a great time at the fundraiser, and then this post happens, okay? I keep going the wrong way. I don't want to be hidden. So obviously I scratched out her name and everything, but here's what it says.
Should have left it.
It's, by the way, it's the principal, the teacher, me and Kenzie, the whole night.
Yeah, so these are the few teachers. It's all the faculty and then him and I. So everyone in that photo is faculty. These are people we've now raised money for the evening. The whole point of it. So we wanted to, a picture.
So this woman posts this on our Facebook page.
Good Lord.
Someone make this... I'm sorry, I can't even read. Someone make this make sense, please. Hypocritical? I don't have an income because of the district policies that are ridiculous, I might add, and yet the teachers and staff are allowed to party away without a mask. Shame on all of you! Exclamation point.
She did hit us with multiple exclamation points. Here's like my little thingy thing. First off, party the night away. I'm in a turtleneck dress, so she don't even know.
Right.
She don't. There is no bottle service, girl. There is no light up.
We're at a country club. We're at a very nice country club.
We're at a nice club. There's like 10 people here. Okay. we were raising money for children, and I went to go comment that. Listen, she got dragged.
She did.
She got dragged because I went to go comment to drag her because I love it. I here for it. And I was going to go, I really apologize for raising money for the kids is what I was going to write because what? Like, I've never been yelled at for charity in my life. This is a first. I've been yelled at for almost everything else, not charity. But she deleted the comment, so you snagged it early because it's gone.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. It was sent to us from our neighbor. Sent a screenshot to us, so that's why I had the screenshot because I was the same way. I was gonna go comment and like blow her up. Like, listen, we're raising money for the school.
Partying the night away. We were home at 9.
And we were eating and drinking, like, whatever, dude. And listen, this is not like a political no mask policy thing. This is more about, like, we're raising money.
And it wasn't, just to clarify, it actually wasn't very many people there.
No.
It was a small event. So it wasn't unsafe. It was within the limits of the amount of people, all those rules.
At a private location, a country club that was just for this event.
Rented out.
Anyways, so I'm not a big fan of the term Karen. I think it's a dumb term, but this would be a Karen who posted this on our Facebook page.
And Chris agrees. He said, it looks really classy. I can tell by the attire. Exactly. There was I didn't twerk a single time. So to say partying the night away is quite, you have not lived if that's what the party looks like.
Like, just focus on your life and living the best life that you can. And don't worry about what other people are doing.
Don't be mad when people raise money for children.
Yeah.
That is,
like, we're the bad guys.
Out of all the hills to die on, like, it's just not that one.
We're the bad guys for raising money for our kids' school. All right, crazy. All right, but speaking of, like, mean pictures and mean comments on social media.
Oh, I got another one.
You get it a lot, actually. And
I would say at least once a day somebody says something rude to me, like, easy. But on social media, however, about once or twice a week, I get one that, like, takes the cake and, like, comes for my entire existence.
Okay,
so we screenshotted this one.
Picture happened on Kenzie K's
a day after I got yelled at for raising money for children. This is, now, it's very difficult to see, and that's on purpose. That's literally to prove a point of how ridiculous the comment is that I got, which got deleted so fast, I didn't even have the opportunity to screenshot it. I would like to throw that out there. So, this is a photo of some of my best friends at one of my best friends' wedding. This is pre-COVID. This is years ago. So close proximity mass, it doesn't matter. This was 3, I think, years ago. Okay.
It was BR, before Roman.
Before Roman. So no COVID. So before anybody's like, maybe it was a COVID comment, it wasn't. So my friend posted this. I reposted it on my story. And you know when you repost on your story, how it gets even smaller and smaller? So I am literally, like, you can barely see me, okay?
Yeah.
This girl DMs me and said, this is disgusting and repulsive behavior. You should be ashamed of yourself for posting such explicit content, especially in your career field. First off, I talk for 10 seconds in between songs, so to use the word career field
and you also
is a stretch.
You also are working for a Christian station. You work for B96, and they got some edgy music here and there.
Exactly, like what you do, your career field. How about Howard Stern? Because what are we even talking about? And then I had to show Justin because I go, am I missing? Like, I thought maybe somebody had a nip slip that I was not picking up on or something.
Janet Jackson up in here.
You know what I'm like, ugh, like I'm scanning the photos. I can't find out. The thing she was mad at is because I went,
right, so I was looking at the picture because she goes, am I missing something here? Like, what's wrong?
Yeah, I was like, what?
And so I look at the picture, the top picture, whatever.
Fine.
Second picture.
I'm drinking a Corona.
The third picture, she does the thing with the thing. Right, which is an ode to her idol Cardi B, apparently, right?
Listen, that is, first off, comments without context just irritate me. Cardi B was bumping in the background of this photo, and we're like, like that's what was going on. She thought it was a lesbian. A lesbian thing. Right. I think she thought I meant, like, I guess, what is it called? Eating out.
Okay, but let's keep this chat clean, okay?
I'm just sorry, but that's what she thought I meant. And I was like...
I mean, I know you're not on the radio per se right now, but let's still, like, not get banned.
But it's what she thought. I'm saying what she thought. I would say... And I'm like, that's not even what was going on. Everyone's like, like, you just, like, throwing
But that's clearly what she was referring to about being vulgar.
But it's like, the way you'd have to, like, zoom in and find that, and then also interpret that that's what I meant. Because all I did was respond to her before you even pointed that out. And I said, I'm with all of my best friends at my best friend's wedding. I guess I'm a little confused. Yeah. And she immediately unsent her message.
Yeah, she did.
Like, she didn't go, so I'm like, okay. Like, I I didn't attack her. I even gave her the opportunity to say, you shouldn't because of Blake. She didn't.
Yeah.
I think she maybe felt stupid realizing like it was just a bunch of friends hanging out. I don't know. But I am disgusting, explicit, and repulsive based on what's in front of you. And I shouldn't have an Instagram account or a career.
And Flipside said, definitely won't be banned. I guess Twitch, they don't censor us. So you can say whatever you want. If you want to be dirty, Mackenzie, you can be dirty.
What did you just call me?
I know, she hates...
You just call me my government name?
So for the record, if y'all don't know, her real name is Mackenzie, and she hates it. And I think it's a beautiful name.
First off, my mom is my dad and mom can say it. And that's it. And you know that.
I'm your fiance. I can say what I want.
And you just put me on blast.
No, I mean, people know what your name is. Like, Kenzie, no one's ever named Kenzie. It's Mackenzie.
People are named Kenzie. I went to school with people named Kenzie.
And their probably real name is Mackenzie.
No.
Okay. Well, anyways,
whatever.
She goes by Kenzie. Again, we love Kenzie. It's a great, great name. But I think Mackenzie's a great name as well. She hates it. She hates it. So.
Yeah, I can't. So Justin, this Chi-Town Lou just jumped in and said, are we going to raid the same channel from last week? We talked about that earlier, and we apologize in advance for our mistakes.
My bad. Sorry about that. That was a little too intense for our first raid. We're still getting the hang of this whole thing.
Oh, he put the little cross sign. That was aggressive. I thought it would be such a sweet, lighthearted thing. It was not. Milazzo, some people just complain for no reason.
Yeah.
That part, absolutely.
Amen.
MC Kenzie can be rap name like Mick Kenzie.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. If you were like a rapper,
but I don't spell it MC.
It doesn't matter.
That would be the punchline.
Yeah, it's like
that's the punchline.
All right, that's the punchline. Well, let's keep talking about your social media because something happened today that got the biggest reaction maybe in the history of your social media, minus bikini pictures you posted in the past.
Which is upsetting. Listen, this hurts my feelings. I have gotten. Without exaggerating, I got a million DMs. Nobody got a million DMs unless you're like Will Smith. Yeah. So without exaggerating, I would say I got about 200 messages responding.
Messages.
I cannot keep up with what's happening.
If I get 200 likes on a picture, I think I've done it. I think I've won. Like you got 200 messages.
I mean, I was like, what is happening?
So what did you get messages about? Here's the picture you posted.
Skittles.
And what was your caption?
By the way, how anticlimactic was that? This is the photo. Skittles.
But what was your caption to it?
So I said, this is the worst Skittles hand I have ever been dealt.
That's right, okay.
And a lot of people hit me up, very mixed reviews, okay? Because the first flag is there's no red. No red. Second flag, there's only 2 orange.
Right.
And this is what got people talking. Third flag, I said, is it's like 70% brown Skittle.
You thought those were brown Skittles.
I
were.
thought they were brown Skittles.
Right.
That ruffled feathers. People are upset that I think a brown Skittle exists. I always thought it was a weird choice.
Because everybody loves brown. Taste the rainbow, brown.
Brown. I was like, that's a horrible. God, it's your slogan. There's so many colors. Blue? Why isn't there a blue Skittle? It's brown. Apparently, the rumor on the block is it's purple and it's grape.
I think it is purple and I think it is grape.
Regardless, it sucks. Okay, it's the crap Skittle and it ran the bunch. Okay.
So I think we found another like dumb thing that maybe you said because your followers all came at you like crazy.
Oh my God.
About a brown Skittle that does not exist. And really fast, first time chatter, first time viewer, Mamogan 123.
Mamogan.
What's going on, Mamogan?
Mapinky. Where are you getting Mamogan? Oh, there's two. My pinky is also a first-time chatter. Oh, too. Hey, I'm from Bridgeview. Gang. What's good?
What's up? And my pinky, by the way, submitted a couple questions last week and this week.
Oh, good.
So my pinky, thank you so much for joining the chat and for interacting with us. But Mamogan, that was the one I was talking about. What's up?
Hey.
Oh, and Chris V's got a good point. Whopper balls are brown, but those are chocolate. They're chocolate.
Well, I mean, it's chocolate, right? So it's a different. And sidebar, they should ban tropical Skittles. That should be illegal.
I agree.
They're horrendous. When you throw a yellow one in your mouth and it tastes like pineapple, you want to punch somebody in the face. No one's ready for that.
Mamogan followed us.
Mamogan! I wonder if it's Memo Gang.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. Here's the deal. I apologize if we mispronounce some of your screen names, and when you look at them on a screen, we don't know exactly how to pronounce them or where the accent
Clearly,
goes.
I'm an idiot anyways, so I wouldn't get it if you had like.
And we're just happy. On our end, we saw that it popped up as a new follower. It was supposed to do that last week. It didn't do that last week.
That's what Flipper just said.
Flipside said, "Oh my God, it showed up, so it worked." Another follower. My Pinky 02.
I can't get excited. I was drinking wine.
I'm excited.
My pinky!
Listen, we decided a long time ago whether there was one follower and one person in the chat or eventually 5,000, we're going to give the same show. We're going to give the same energy on our show. So it's so...
Another
follower.
Oh my, what is happening? Kunks. Y'all know 81.
My favorite gif is Jonah Hill going like, ah! I feel that way right now.
That's not what it looks like. It's like, ah!
I feel that way.
You look scared when you do it.
Every follower, I feel that way. This is so great. This is cool. This is working, honey. It's working.
Alex Guzmez, he probably meant Gomez, but it's Guzmez, said, ew, yes, I'm assuming to Tropical Skittles. I'm going to say that we're on the same page. Robert McDudzer-Brown. I don't even know what that means.
A McDonald's candy we don't know about? McDuds?
McDuds. I don't know. Kunks.
What's up,
what
Kunks?
up, Kenzie? What up, Roman? I wonder if this... I can't say it. Is this Kunka that I work with? Kunks81? Kunka? I'm not going to say her first name.
I don't know. I don't.
Yep. Yeah.
What's up, Kunks?
Also, I know I have to post that thing for work. I'm going to do it tonight. Don't get upset. I think she's just stalking me. It's going to happen.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. We are here talking about basically just anything y'all want to talk about. We do have a kind of a show agenda, but like we love
that he's in charge of because I don't stick to anything.
Yeah, I got to keep her in line. I
got wine and he printed out a show schedule.
I have to keep her in line in life and on Twitch. All right, it's kind of my job. My duty as the fiance to just kind of keep you in line.
Robert said McDuds or Milk Duds, guys. And Robert, I do love you as a human being. I don't think Milk Duds need a nickname. That's just my personal opinion. I think we can stick with it.
Malazzo, this means a lot to us, man. I love how excited and happy you guys get during the stream. We are genuinely excited and happy to be here.
Yes.
We're happy that you guys even want to join us every single night. It means a lot to us. And honestly, we love what we do. We love talking. We love showing our chemistry. We love entertaining, trying to make you guys laugh. We think this is the start of something very, very big, and we hope it is. But it starts right here with you guys and us. So thank you.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
please.
I know you're doing something heartfelt, but did you see the last comment? I'm going to read it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Oh, sorry.
Is it possible you can sing some, Justin? Hey, to put you on the spot.
Oh, that's a new one. Okay, you know what? That's a new one. I loved you singing your music back in the day. Okay.
Was that a no? You didn't even answer him.
I mean, I feel kind of dumb if I was just to sing right now. That's kind of... I feel kind of... I mean, like... Okay, go back to our first episode, and I have a musical history. I've done a lot of really, really cool things, and I've traveled the world.
How about we post the link to one of his songs?
I just feel dumb right now to, like, sing in front of y'all, like, Where is she? Where is she? Like, I feel stupid.
He did it. I'm right here, by the way, Biatch. Even stop looking.
All those years I wrote that song about you, and here we are about
I know, you found me. Okay. My Pinky said, I love how you guys are matching colors. We are addicted to matching.
Yeah, we decided
we love to match.
One thing about our last week Twitch was that Kenzie thought that we looked like floating heads because we were wearing dark colors and the couch is like a black leather.
Oh my God!
And then our heads were like floating out of that. So
it was horrible because it was overlit. So we matched. We looked like vampires because we wore black and it was overlit. It was horrible.
So Chris counts my singing. I just sang a little something. He counts it. Flipside says, don't do a ballad. Okay, so Flip wants me to do like a Jump Smoker song apparently. So like...
Because he wants to make money. So go stream it.
Yeah, right. All right, let's keep moving a little bit here. This is kind of an odd situation. Our Ring doorbell up front broke.
Oh, good Lord.
It went kaput.
And by the way, I was so sad because Halloween is my favorite holiday.
I know.
It's too bad we started this right after Halloween because you'd see the spooky level I get to. I'm Halloween obsessed. And it broke right for Halloween, so we didn't get to see any of our trick-or-treaters because we had to take our munchkin out. Okay, so we're with him. I'm not going to miss that.
We left a big bucket. Big candy bars, by the way.
We do only big candy bars. Be that house. Okay.
What up?
So, but we didn't get to see anybody. We were so excited to see all the kids run up and be excited about it, and it broke right before, like the moment it's designed for.
But I put a sign on the door that says, "Please take one. We're watching," with an arrow to the camera. The camera didn't work, but I wanted the kids to like be scared.
But let me
like,
tell you something. When we came home, the bucket was on the ground. I feel like we got ransacked by a bunch of 12-year-olds.
I mean, in my mind, in our neighborhood, every kid took one big one and they were happy, and then it went to it emptied and they flipped it over and then they were done, right? So is what it is. Anyways, so our Ring doorbell broke, and long story short, it's out of warranty. We did troubleshooting. Customer service said, "Listen, we'll give you 30% off on a new one." Okay, cool. We order it. It's on back order for like 5 months.
Because everything is because of COVID.
Right.
Everything is because of COVID.
So the Ring doorbell is on back order. So I got an email one day, and I'm like, "Oh, my Ring doorbell's gonna ship," and then it says, "No, your Ring doorbell has not shipped yet." Yeah. I'm thinking, that's kind of an odd email. I get this email every single day. Every day it says, "Update, your order hasn't shipped yet." Every day I get excited, and every day I get let down. Like, why are you sending this email to us? Maybe like once a week, once a month, but every day I get it.
And just to make to put things in perspective, what if a scale updated you every day that you hadn't lost weight like that?
Like what is this email? Like, okay.
It's so bummed.
Because you get excited when you get an email. I'm sure with like Amazon, y'all get like the email, it's shipped. You're like, "Oh, it's shipped." Or Target, it's shipped. I get an email every day from Ring saying it has not shipped. That's anticlimactic.
Hey, he's like, "Just so you know, our doorbell hasn't shipped." And now I don't care. Now I don't care because Halloween's over and I'm heartbroken.
All right, so
let me hit the comments real fast. So, Chris said classics like Reese's and Snickers. Yeah, it was Reese's, Snickers,
Hershey
Kit Kats,
bars,
Hershey's.
but the big ones, from Costco, we loaded up on the big ones.
Yeah. But Pinky says, "I enjoy your TikToks. Can't wait to see some Xmas ones." Ooh, that's a good request.
Yeah, good request.
Yeah, if you guys have any video requests, please always let us know because we're just like always looking for feedback.
Yeah.
We put things in the universe and are like, okay, I hope they don't absolutely hate it. So
exactly.
Gotta get in touch with the Lord of the Ring. LOL. Get it?
No. I don't.
Like to get our Ring doorbell, but like
I do get it. That's funny.
Also, I love Lord of the Rings.
You love Harry Potter and all that stuff.
By the way, I have a deep dive theory on Lord of the Rings. I won't do it right now.
Please.
But if
you don't want people to fall asleep right now. Thank you.
It's a fascinating idea. And if you do want to hear it, let me know and we'll make it a subject in the next one. Okay.
All right. So, we have different duties in this house. Kenzie does certain things. I do certain things. So it came up to last night where Kenzie goes, "Hey, time to throw away all the pumpkins. Can you please go out there outside and throw away all of our pumpkins?" Now, mind you, we don't have one. We have like probably 20 pumpkins outside. Big ones, little ones, medium ones.
Because their legs all out.
And honestly, you decorate the porch awesome. It looks really, really good. But so my job yesterday was to go out and throw out all the pumpkins in the garbage. So, garbage day is tomorrow morning, actually. So last night, when it was still kind of warm out, considering it's November, I went outside. And again, we have some heavy ones. I'm out there, put in the garbage. I also noticed my cleaning lady put our actual garbage bag, like full of garbage, in the recycling bin. So once the pumpkins were in there, I then took the garbage bag out of the recycling and put it into the garbage can, right? So I'm all done. Come in. We have our dinner, whatever we do. It's all to the good. She's on the phone with her mother, and tell them what you and your mom talked about.
Well, I would like to say that I'm just trying to be a good person. So I just want to throw that out there.
All right.
I need help in some ways. So while he's throwing pumpkins away, I'm cooking dinner. Okay, it's not a laziness. Like, can you go pick up?
I said we have our duties.
Yes,
you do your phenomenal dinner and all that.
I just wanted to throw that out there. I wasn't sitting down with my feet up. I think it adds to the justice of me in the story. Okay. So I'm talking to my mom, and I'm like, "Listen, we just cleared out the porch, so I'm gonna make it Christmassy this weekend. Like, I'm gonna deck it out." She goes, "What did you do with your pumpkins?" And I'm like, "We threw them away." She screams, like bloody murder. I'm like, "Oh my God, I don't know what happened. Who's in the trash can?" I was concerned, right? She's like, "Deer are starving this time of year. It's so hard for them to..." Yes.
Deer, okay.
It's so hard for them to find food, and they eat pumpkins. You're supposed to go in the woods, throw it against the ground so it cracks open, and feed the deer. And when I tell you I almost threw up, because I just threw away like 20 pumpkins, the amount of deer I could have fed, I had no idea. So I'm like, babe, I go, I just found this out. I need you to take the pumpkins out of the trash.
She goes, "Go out and take all the pumpkins out of the garbage and put them back. I go, What? Are you crazy? No way. I just threw them away.
Some of the big ones.
And then she tells me about this conversation with her mother.
The deer are starving.
Now, I didn't Google this. Now, please chat or comment if you guys know the truth about this. But I can't believe that I'm supposed to just take a pumpkin and go in our. We have a lot of trees, a lot of like foresty paths and everything here in this neighborhood. I can't believe we're supposed to just like trash and leave pumpkins everywhere.
I'm not gonna leave it on the path. I'm gonna walk slightly into the woods and throw it down.
That's like littering, isn't it?
It's not littering. It's a plant, and it's gonna feed the deer. There's so many deer. So, did you take the pumpkins out, by the way? It's trash day tomorrow.
Are we trying to like get deer to come to our neighborhood more?
We have so many deer in our neighborhood, and we should feed them. I had no idea.
I didn't do it.
It's like
I didn't do it.
You didn't take the pumpkins out?
No, I told you that I'm not going to do that.
I said I would take them to the woods, but you have to go take the pumpkins out. I can't reach.
I'm not going to dig in our garbage, our stinky, smelly garbage.
A couple of the big ones. They have handles.
Like, I just did it, and then she's like, oh, go undo it. Go undo it so the deer can eat.
I need you to pull a few out. I'm going to need you.
Some comments. What are people saying about this?
I'm so sad. Alex Gomez said, honestly, that's something I'd make my husband do. Exactly. Milazzo said it's true. So I didn't know. I feel like a horrible person, but I really didn't know. Robert Mall said, GN, Chris, happy Thanksgiving. So
good night, probably.
Good night.
Good night, buddy. because Chris is signing off.
Oh, good night,
Chris. Good night, buddy. Thank you so much for being the first time viewer. Thank you, buddy.
But Pinky said, I didn't know you were supposed to do that. My mom cooks the pumpkin and eats the seeds. That's good, though. As long as you're not getting, throwing it away like I did. Should Roman dig the pumpkins out? What do you think? Yes! And Alex agrees. Dig the pumpkins out.
I'm not digging in our
Emily,
garbage.
I would make my husband do it as well. You've got to get a few of the big ones out of the garbage. You could feed a family. Are you gonna leave? You can have that on your. I can't. I physically can't reach.
I think we've learned a valuable lesson for next year.
No,
that maybe those pumpkins can be used.
I am gonna be so upset. Just grab a few of the big ones, not all of them. Like I have some really tiny ones. That's fine. There's a couple honkers in there.
A couple honkers.
that could last a family. You gotta help out.
I need to go find the honkers.
You gotta go grab some of the honkers.
In my mind, there's a social media post that it's gonna end right there. I think that's a good. I'm gonna cut it right there for tomorrow, I think. But anyways, moving right along. One of my favorite things about this show that we do are getting questions from you guys, right? So on our social media, the day before, we always post about like, do you have any questions
or topics you want to address? Yeah,
exactly. We are open books, so we want to answer questions you guys have for us. And so right now we're gonna do that. Now, if you didn't submit one earlier and you have one in the chat, please enter it. We'll be happy to answer it. But right now, let's go through the questions that have already been asked. The first one from our guy Milazzo. How are things with you and Styles? Okay.
Okay, that's you. So I'm gonna keep.
That's me. So in case you don't know, on the first episode, I gave you guys my introduction. I am Roman from Styles and Roman in Chicago. On the radio for 15 years at B96 and US 99. A very big brand here in Chicago, Styles and Roman. So the question is, how are things with you and Styles? Here's my answer. Me and Dougie are brothers from another mother. Like this dude, before we were on the radio together, we were friends first. We interned at B96 together, worked promotions together. We're on the air for 15 years together. I got nothing but love for that dude. He's invited to our wedding. He's coming to our wedding. I love the guy. I mean, it's deeper than a partnership on the radio, Unfortunately, we're not on the air together right now, so I don't talk to him every single day. I don't see him every single day. We're in a group chat together talking about the Cubs and baseball and sports and everything. So me and Dougie will always be cool. We've always been cool. There are so many different radio partners here in Chicago that don't get along, that like have fought, that you all don't even know about, that don't like each other. That has never been the case with us. We've always gotten along. So that's my answer on how things are with me and Dougie.
They're good. They're good. I've only ever, I can honestly say, since I've come into your life, Dougie's always been nice to me, no problems. Yeah. And, you've always just said good things about him. So, it's always interesting to me because people are like, are they actually friends? And I'm like, yeah.
We were friends first.
Nothing's ever really happened.
Yeah.
So, it's always interesting to me when people ask because it wasn't like they denied one, broke off. There's no weird story. So it's always funny when people ask because it's like there's no tea. It's tea-less.
A lot of duos don't get along, but him and I were friends first. That's why I think that we always got along. Just as me and you, we had a great friendship at first, and obviously a love first, which is why I think we're always going to get along on the radio or on TV or on Twitch. I think the chemistry is there because we were something before the radio duo, right?
Right, absolutely.
That was question number 1. Question number 2. Our guy EBUNC1.
Oh, geez. Okay. My question is that you should share your cinnamon roll recipe for your followers, but me first. So, this is actually my boss, people, okay?
The guy who set us up, actually.
Yes, the man who set us up. Remember in the first one I talked about my boss asking his friend. This is the boss. So anyways, I made him cinnamon rolls because he actually came over because he was in town.
Yeah.
And that's like my one. You know how like you have those things that are like your claim to fame? I have a kick-ass cinnamon roll.
They are so good.
Ass cinnamon roll.
They're so
love
good.
them. So that is definitely something that I could share, but it's a long recipe. So he keeps asking me to write it up, but it is such a long recipe, you guys. So it's like, he's like, I haven't gotten it. I haven't seen, yet. And I'm like, it's going to take me like 15, 20 hour. I don't even know like the process of like, the filling, the rising of the dough, the right yeast. This is like from scratch, right? So
new follower, young
Sav,
like a rapper, young Sav in the house right now. And really fast, I hear the music going right now. Was it not going before?
I don't think so. So to be honest, guys, sorry if it like I went on for a second there because our screen went totally black and then music kicked on and I wasn't even sure if we were live for a second. So I may have rambled for like 2 seconds. But I have an awesome cinnamon roll recipe. I will share it. I'm thinking about doing it on Kenzie's Kitchen on Twitch. And you know what I think I'll do differently moving forward?
Tell me.
I think I'm going to say what I'm going to make or bake, whatever it is, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to do it a day or two early. So if you want to cook with me, I could put out the ingredients.
Okay.
So we could literally make it
That's
together
cool. Yeah,
at the
that's cool.
same time.
Yeah.
Versus you watching an episode and you can't make it right now. You didn't know what it was going to be and then you waste your time.
That's awesome, yeah.
I am trying to do Kenzie's Kitchen once a week. I am not a chef. Let me make that very clear.
She's good though. She's good.
But I got food that I love to make. I know how to cook on a budget. I have very chill recipes that if you mess up a little, you're good, okay? But it ain't cordon bleu. Let me get something straight.
But Kenzie's Kitchen will be on this channel and she's going to try to do it like once a week. So that's really, really cool. So the first episode she did was her amazing Parmesan crusted chicken
and broccoli pasta.
That episode is already on our page. You want to watch it. But moving forward, she's going to have you guys cook with her. So yeah, Kenzie's Kitchen is something really cool. Yes. I love this comment really fast. Young Sav said, hey guys, just wanted to say love you, Kenzie, on KSFM Sacktown Love.
Hey!
Because my little radio star over here
in the building, baby.
is on the radio in Chicago, in Sacramento, in Miami, and in Philadelphia. So that's somebody who hears you in Sacramento.
Yes.
It's so cool you're in this chat right now, man.
Yo, I love that. Sacramento has a real special place in my heart. I love KSFM. Love the listeners because they're so real. Like, I mean, look at this. Like, the listeners at KSFM in Sacktown are like top. So I love that you're part of this. And DJ Flipside Sacktown in the building was good.
Dude, Tupac talks about Sacktown when he's like the Bay Area and something. Yeah, he said Sacktown in California Love for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a good place with real people. So my Pinky said looking forward to it. Yeah, and let me know. Listen, if there's anything that you guys want me to cook or bake or whatever, you can always DM me about that as well too. So let me know and I can do an episode on it.
We are very accessible in case you guys don't realize.
like a little bit too accessible.
Next question. Kevin Friedis says, VI3 reunion tour. Have you discussed it's time to bring back Go Get Her? So again, going back to my musical history, I was in a boy band way back in the day. And then, fast forward to this year, I saw O-Town. They got reunited. They're performing. They're touring. Backstreet Boys have been touring forever. New Kids on the Block. A lot of the boy bands, 98 Degrees, they've gotten back together. So this guy's asking if there's ever going to be a VI3 reunion tour. I can tell you honestly right now that we have never talked about it. I only talked to one of the guys in the group, Lucas, so shout out to Lucas. Very, very good dude. So if I had to guess, I would imagine we're never going to do a VI3 reunion tour. But I will tell you that the Jump Smokers, the other group I was a part of, that Flipside's in the chat right now, he's part of that group as well. We have already started kind of doing some things again. We had about a 4-year hiatus. And we're doing some things right now with Pitbull. We have a Mariah Carey project that is possibly going to be released pretty soon. So I think put your money.
I'm so excited about that.
Put your money more on a Jump Smokers reunion versus a VI3 reunion. That's kind of what I would say.
Now, and I will say, as as the fiance and this is my future husband. I will support him whatever he wants to do. But for the love of God, please don't do a boy band reunion tour. Jump smokers all day. I can't watch like this little dance move. I can't. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Like, I love you and I will be out there, but don't do that shit to me.
There was this thing on, was it 2020, I think, on ABC?
Yes.
It was the story of Lou Pearlman, the guy who built all these boy bands, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, O-Town, and there's footage of me on there, and I'm in the middle of a dance, and I'm doing something like this, and all she does...
It's been my go-to.
Oh my! All she does, like, I was only on for like 4 seconds, and that was all I was doing. I was doing choreography, but the choreography move at that point was something like that, right?
Move.
And she's made fun of me nonstop. Like not like, oh babe, you're on 2020 nationwide. No, she makes fun of the fact that I'm doing something like this on. You look at her. Like, I mean, it was a big moment. Like, but no, she just makes fun of me.
T-Rex arms. That was awesome. Kunk says, get together and do a cruise with your boy band.
Oh, man.
Emily says, I have great news that I found out today, and I've not told my husband. I'm going to tell him on Thanksgiving. She gonna have a baby. That's my guess, right?
I would guess that too. Emily, please tell us right now.
Is it a baby? It's a baby. It's a baby. Malazzo, Roman, and Roman and E. I'm not
Probably
sure.
Roman. Are you working on new music?
Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah, Malazzo. Without getting too much into it, me and Flipside, the Jump Smokers, are kind of doing some stuff. Like I said, Pitbull is involved. We have a Mariah Carey project that's supposed to be coming out. I will give all that information once everything's official. But again,
more importantly, Emily, are you having a baby?
The Jump Smokers are definitely. We're not dead. We coming back, all right?
Coming back with a vengeance.
Chicago Radio Man said that's tight. So tight. Our album was called So Tight.
Wow.
Because the big single was called Eyes Closed So Tight, so the album was called So Tight.
Oh, that's cute. I was like, so tight, but yes, I do know that song.
All right, more questions. This is for, this is cool.
This is both of us. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite date you two have been on and why? So I have two. Do you only have one? I have two. Mine's a tie.
Why don't you go first? Yeah, then you do. We'll bounce back and
So
forth.
both were actually gifts from me, and it's not a compliment to myself.
She's a great gift giver, by the way.
It's just that you were so excited on both of the dates. So it's not like because I'm so great. I just was like, he was so excited that it made it awesome. So, honestly, I would say maybe a month into our relationship was his birthday. Month and a half-ish.
Yeah.
Was his birthday. And we did an awesome dinner. Whatever. I got him a cute gift.
Wait. Emily is pregnant.
Oh
That is awesome.
God. I wish we had an air horn. Do we have an air horn by
No, not yet.
Burr, 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 burr.
There you go. And the fact that she told us before she told her husband.
You don't even need him.
That's amazing. Well, no, she needed him for this to happen. But Emily, honestly, congratulations.
We are so happy for you. That's amazing.
I cannot even tell you enough. I know some cool things in my life job-wise, but nothing compares to being a father. So you are going to have the ride of your life. Get ready for the best years of your life. Congratulations, Emily.
That's so awesome. Thanks for telling us. Okay.
All right, sorry.
Love it.
Back to your favorite date.
Well, now it seems lackluster.
Oh, stop. No. I mean, that's a big moment. Come on. That's a big moment.
I know. Well, nothing can compare to Emily. So, favorite date. So, about a month and a half into our relationship, it was his birthday, and I surprised him with a helicopter ride over Chicago.
Okay.
And you were so excited. You flipped out. Like, he was texting everybody. He was freaking out. You were so excited. And listen, this is like Mr. Chicago, right? So it was really cool to find something that he had never done in Chicago before.
Yeah.
That was my goal. I'm like, I want him to do things on his birthday he's never done before, which is almost impossible in Chicago for you. So that was really cool. My second favorite date ever was also another surprise. So my parents live in Minneapolis.
This is cool.
And he flew in, I think, for Thanksgiving. It
was Christmas.
I think
it was cold.
Thanksgiving.
Okay, fine.
It had to be Thanksgiving. So he flew in for Thanksgiving, and because it was an early Christmas present. Yeah. And I told him, hey, be ready. We're going to go to dinner with my parents right when you land. What I actually did is I picked him up. We went to Paisley Park and had a VIP tour of Prince's home, studio, etc.
Prince's compound.
And he had no idea. It was amazing. And we got to play we got to play ping pong on a Prince's ping pong table in his studio. We got to hear unreleased music from Prince in his studio. I mean, it was really cool.
That was amazing.
And he was freaking out. Both of those times, You were like eyes, like so big. You look like a little kid. It was just really fun.
She crushes her gifts. She's so good at gift giving. That Prince thing was cool. We both love Prince.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool when like you can give a gift that you enjoy as well. I mean, like you love that too.
Something we can experience together is always really nice.
I mean, favorite date. Honestly, we've done so many. We've done so many things. Like when I was first trying to get her to court her. I took her everywhere throughout Chicago, every restaurant, every musical, every concert, every sporting event. We did a lot of stuff, right? We did like the whole like Chicago tour in a matter of like 6 months. Thankfully, because the pandemic happened.
Yeah,
so
no kidding. We did cram that in.
We did cram, but so I mean, it's hard to pick just one. But I will say another surprise you did for me. I've been going to the Cubs opening day since I was a little boy, like for real. Like my family would go, then it was like me and my dad would go, and then I bought season tickets, so I would go. You never miss opening day in Chicago, at Wrigley Field. It's like it's a holiday. It should be a holiday, off school,
absolutely,
off work, everything, right? So this past year, because of COVID and blah blah blah, they didn't have fans except a very limited, like 25% of people. So I had season tickets last year, but because of COVID, I didn't. They gave you a couple options. Bottom line is, the option I chose didn't give us.
It's kind of like putting your tickets on layaway. You didn't get them,
right.
But you didn't have to lose them if you did like a deposit. But
so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna miss opening day this year for the first time ever. Like, but it's COVID, it's weird, whatever. It is what it is, And she surprised me for my birthday or our anniversary.
Our anniversary,
and she had gone out and got 2 tickets for opening day Wrigley Field 2020 when I had given up. I'm like, we're not gonna go. My streak is broken. I accepted that, but it didn't happen because this girl is a great gift giver and she surprised the hell out of me. And
not on my watch.
Went to opening day in the coldest day in Chicago history. But I digress. It was still a phenomenal moment, we were there. It was awesome.
Yes,
it was really,
really fun.
Really good. And you keep pinching me. Are we done with questions? Is that what you want to do or no?
No, am I pinching you?
You kept like hitting me, so I thought like you want to like wrap this up.
No.
All right. Well, we have more questions, so let's move along here. We just did that one.
I'm just pinching.
Well, I thought you were like, okay, move on to the next topic, but I was like,
I didn't even touch you.
Well, you touched me over here.
I don't know. All
right, maybe she loves me. All right, this one's for you.
Anyways, Emily.
She's drinking wine. So
Emily and the baby.
Oh
she
my
said
goodness.
She wanted to tell her mother and mother-in-law, but they can't keep a secret to save their lives. So I'm not great either. So I hope I don't know them, Lemily. I'm gonna call her that from now on.
Lemily.
Kenzie, that's so sweet. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Do we miss anything in the chat? Are we good?
We're good. Flipper's just like, haha.
Right. This one's for Kenzie from Patrick S093. How did Roman scoop you up? What was the thing that hooked you? That is a question for you, Mackenzie.
So this is actually a really interesting story. It's why I picked it, because it wasn't like, because he was just nice. Like, like how some people are like,
and cute and funny,
No. The first one I said was, I think I just nailed it.
Nice. That was nice. Okay.
But, so this is actually interesting.
Okay.
Because when I met Justin, I was in a relationship. So that's why I truly did friend zone him, because like I wasn't available. Like it is what it is. He was single AF. Okay, so
single, ready to mingle.
Hi, and he wanted to mingle in this direction, and I was not available. So, anyways, I did friend zone him for a while.
For like a day.
For months,
like
but that's fine. It was. You went from a day to 2. It was several months. It was several. We
Anyways,
met.
we gotta go.
You're driving me nuts. Okay, so when I did become single, I did not share that with him because I knew he'd immediately be like, "Let's go out, let's go out." I didn't want to deal with that. I was like, I just went through a breakup. I was new to this city. I just wanted to enjoy being in it. So I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything to him because then he's gonna blow me up. I don't want to deal with it. So opening day, ironically, we're back at Cubs opening day.
Cubs go.
It was my first opening day ever, and I was broadcasting for B96. I was doing the broadcast. And he had season tickets, of course, and he's like, do you want a ticket? And I'm like, no, I'm broadcasting. I don't need a ticket. And he's like, are you sure? Because I'm going to sell it. I'm like, I don't need a ticket. I'm broadcasting live during the game. Hello? So I had never been to Wrigley Field. So I didn't realize, like, okay, most stadiums are in like a parking lot. So of course you'd be broadcasting in the game. I didn't know it was surrounded by activities, bars, and places and all this stuff, okay? So I was not broadcasting at the game. I was broadcasting at a bar, and when it ended, I had no place to go. So I text him like an hour before the game starts, and I'm like, hey, do you still have a ticket? And he's like, no.
Like, the game starts in an hour. I sold the ticket.
And I'm like, okay, no problem. I'm just gonna bar hop, no big deal, and I'll see you afterwards. And he's like, you are not bar hopping alone around Wrigleyville on opening day. And I'm like, it seems safe. I don't know what the problem is.
It's not safe by yourself.
So the only ticket he could literally find was a standing room only ticket. He bought that for me.
On StubHub.
He bought it for me and then stood, instead of sitting in his beautiful season tickets, he stood with me. Mind you, he thought I was in a relationship with somebody else when that happened. So he thought there was like, he thought eventually we'd be together, but he certainly thought zero chance like that day, like this wasn't a date yet, you know? So to stand with me, miss your tickets, and you think I'm literally physically in a relationship, I was like, And then I got drunk and I told him I was single, and that's our anniversary.
And then she was never single again from that moment. So that's awesome. Yeah, that's...
So that was like the moment where I'm like, oh, he's willing to be nice just to be nice, not necessarily at his sole benefit. So I liked that.
Awesome. That's sweet. I love you.
Oh, I love you. Okay.
I'd kiss you more. We got this lipstick and stuff. I don't want to have
It's
lipstick.
very light.
Really fast. Kunks81. Good night. Thank you so much. You were a first timer. Thank you so much. Actually, every Thursday we normally do it, but we're gonna do it on.
I will do that post. I'm so sorry.
Every Thursday we do it, but we're gonna not do it next Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. We're gonna do it on Monday instead. So coming up this Monday, our new show. We're gonna explain that later. But Kunks, thank you so much. Oh no, Emily is a White Sox fan.
We hope your baby is a Cubs fan so we can like it.
Robert Mull is saying goodnight. Monday, we're gonna do it Monday night instead. All right, Monday night,
yes,
Robert.
Next Monday we're gonna be back because of Thanksgiving. We're obviously not gonna do it on Thanksgiving.
Malazzo says so romantic. You cannot spell romantic without Roman. Don't forget that. Don't forget that.
We're getting married. We're not even married yet, and I'm so sick of that sentence. Like, I don't know how I'm going to feel in 20 years, but I don't like it now.
All right. Let's talk about some pop culture stuff because
okay, let's get to the pop
we have some stories. Some things went down this week. And the first thing that went down was your boy, the baby.
Have the tea.
I got to move over because I guess... Never again will I put horizontal pictures.
I moved the wrong direction. Yeah. I'm not good at this.
I'm not either.
This totally rebuts like my envelope thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Opposite.
Yeah.
So DaBaby and Danny Lay. Okay. So that is his second baby mama. Is Danny Lay. Very recent. Their daughter is 3 months old. They got in a huge fight via Instagram Live. He called the cops on her and had her and his. Here's what gets me. It's one thing to kick her out. He kicked the baby out of the house.
The baby kicked the baby out.
Baby kicked the baby.
Oh my gosh.
Right out of the house. So things got really ugly because they were, he is from North Carolina. And so they were in Charlotte. So not like LA where she's comfortable with, not where she has family. So she was like, I have nowhere to go. And she didn't want to just leave in the middle of the night with the baby with nowhere to go. Their child, let's say the child instead of the baby because this is the baby. So didn't want to leave with the child in the middle of the night. So he was putting her on blast on Instagram Live like, I told you to get out of my house. And she's like, I am waiting. I'm getting a plane ticket. Like literally endangering her, endangering the child. Now I will say there's two sides to this and we don't know what the truth is.
There's three sides. His side, her side, and the truth.
She claims that she's been living there for months, ever since they had their child, and that he came home in the middle of the night, woke her up, and told her to leave because she knows that he wanted to sleep with somebody else and have her over. He's claiming she went off and started hitting him, and so he wanted her out of the house.
Right.
So I'm not going to take sides on that because there's zero proof of either.
Right.
I will say you cannot convince me that DaBaby is not the problem. Okay.
And that's the thing is like, you know.
He has a history. He punched a girl in the face in Tampa.
He said those things about.
He said those horrible things at Rolling Loud, I believe it was. He's killed a man at Walmart. So listen. I honestly like his music. It is what it is. You can be a crappy person and have, but like he is a problematic human being. You cannot argue that he's problematic.
Yeah.
But here's the real concern.
What's the real concern?
It is for Danny Lay's brother. He should have a protective order on him. I'm sending prayers and I'm sending light because he threatened DaBaby on Instagram. He's like, yo, like don't talk to my sister. Like I get it. Right. I get it. But then he said to DaBaby, like, basically, I'll fight you, and you're an internet gangsta. And I think if anything's true, it's not that. He is a real gangsta, and that is a very dangerous comment to make. That is real. He will kill you. He has done it before. He is not an internet gangsta. He is not fake. He's not like a Twitter fingers. He is a trigger finger, not a Twitter finger. So like, I'm concerned.
I am not a huge fan of the baby. I don't think he's a good dude, but I will say, remember this, when it comes to all aspects of life, 3 sides to every story. His side, her side, and the truth. Okay, remember that. That's something that I think is very, very important. Moving right along.
Flipper said he likes Danny too. She's really nice. I've heard that. I actually haven't met Danny Lee. I heard she is a sweetheart though. That doesn't mean, just because someone's nice, it doesn't mean they're not crazy in a relationship though. So true. I am not going to say that she was doing everything right or that he was. I don't know. I like to report facts. I do know that things popped off and Danny Lee's brother needs protection. That's what I know. That's what I know.
All right. Well, it was a big historical week for Taylor Swift. And again, I'm not doing vertical, or no, I'm not doing horizon pictures ever again. Horizontal. Not horizon.
Horizon.
Sorry. Yeah, dumb thing I said.
I'm not going to
horizon.
watch them. Come on.
Taylor Swift, for those that don't know, has changed the music industry. Like, she's turned it on its head by re-recording some of her older albums, and then she re-records them. And therefore, she owns the masters, and she owns this body of work. She owns the entire Fearless album now. She owns now Red. She owns it all by re-recording it, right? So she put this out. She put out an epic album, not just the album that we know from back in the day, but also like a bunch of like rarities. Like she wrote Better Man for Little Big Town, and she put her version of Better Man on Red.
Which is really good.
Oh, it's so good.
Very good.
She wrote Sugarland's Babe, and she put her version of Babe on Red. One of my favorite songs is a song called All Too Well that's about Jake Gyllenhaal, and she had promised for a while.
We all know that now.
Yeah, she had promised for a while a 10-minute version of that record, and there is a 10-minute version of All Too Well on Red. It's incredible. It is so good. And how good is it? Well, according to Spotify, Friday, when it came out, Taylor Swift's Red, Taylor's version, broke the record for the most streamed album in a day by a female, and Taylor broke the record for the most streamed female in a day in Spotify history. Think about that. It's an album that has already existed back like 13 years ago. She re-recorded it, and it's the most streamed album in the history of Spotify for a female. So Taylor Swift, you love her, you hate her. I love her. You, I think, like her. She has changed the music industry forever, and I really
like her ballads. I love her country. I don't like overall super bubbly poppy songs. Yeah. So like, it's not a her thing. It's just that sometimes I'm like, oh, like that's just it's too bubblegum and gum. But I really love this album because like Babe and All Too Well, those are all. I think they're all fabulous. She's obviously a genius, so I mean,
very talented.
Very talented.
And something funny is that she wrote a lot of these songs about Jake Gyllenhaal, and we're big TikTokers, right? So follow us at Kenzie and Roman on TikTok. There's a girl, and I forget her name, but her last name is Gyllenhaal.
Yes.
And she is like, she's doing TikToks about like when your cousin is the most hated man in the world because like her cousin Jake Gyllenhaal. Swifties are going hard after this dude.
They photoshopped his face in the burn book from Mean Girls, which my soul ascended. I didn't realize how bad I needed to see that. That was fabulous.
Oh
fabulous.
My goodness. So
everyone's like, yes, love Taylor. Are you or Kenzie MCU fans? I don't know, what school is that?
MCU, I don't know, Michigan College.
We're huge MCU fans. We're just crushing it. I was gonna defer to you for the help. You have all the facts on Taylor Swift. You can't tell me who MCU is.
I don't know MCU.
Good
Sorry.
Lord. Flipside said JoJo did something similar, but not to this level.
Right. No one's done it to this level.
I mean,
at all, right?
Yeah, she's a phenomenon. It is what it is.
Yeah. Alex Gomez says yes, love Taylor Swift. So do we. But another couple that I actually love that you never felt ever.
No. Zero vibes. Zero vibes.
Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. I always thought they were a really cute couple.
No.
You never believed it and you never liked it. Explain why.
Well, that's a loaded question. First off, they became a couple. And listen, things do happen where you meet people in that way, but they did not meet in this way. I thought it was very convenient that they started dating the second that song came out. Now we're a sexy couple.
Can I say one thing really fast? you may not know this because you came from hip hop. Years ago, when she was still in Fifth Harmony,
she did a song.
They did a song together
I
called
know.
"I Know What You Did Last Summer," and they did not date during that part of it.
Right, which to me, it just even made it fishier. Like,
Okay.
y'all been known each other. Okay,
They were young.
You have known each other, and you weren't interested in dating this whole time. Then you put this schmexy song out together, and you're
Senorita.
and yeah, great song, love the song.
Great song.
This is why I'm not a hater, because like I'm not feeling your relationship, but I love the song. Like, listen, I'm very unbiased in that way. Everything they did was so forced to me. I just remember when they were posting those kissing videos with like no sound behind. They were doing a lot of weird attention grabby. I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable the entire time.
Yeah.
And I don't believe it. I don't buy.
You didn't buy it.
I never bought the relationship. I think they're very, very close friends. Yeah. That's what I think. I think that they've always been close friends. And I don't think there's love.
Let's be real. You're not a big Camila fan as a whole anyways.
She has done some things.
See, I like Camila. I like her music. I think Havana was awesome. I love that ballad she did.
I love Havana.
Never Be the Same was a phenomenal ballad.
I love that song she did about her dad. I love that song.
I sent it to you, remember?
Yeah, it made me cry. So literally, I'm not saying that she's done some character things. Listen, we have met all of Fifth Harmony, both you and I. Yeah. Okay? And they're all very, very nice, including Camila when you meet her. Yeah. So nice. I think it's very interesting that the rest of Fifth Harmony gets along and they don't with her. And maybe it's a jealousy. I understand where you're coming from.
She went solo
first. Okay. But,
and she had the most success of anybody.
But listen, you look at people like Ally Brooke and you look at people like Normani.
We love Ally Brooke.
And I'm a Normani fan.
You love Normani. I don't know her, but
she's a saint. She's the nice human being. I don't see them not liking someone because they're successful. So I've just gotten red flags.
Devil's advocate. When Camila left the group to go solo,
right?
The girls came out on MTV and they did a thing where they pushed her silhouette off stage and got a lot of backlash for it because that was like very, very mean of like.
Right.
So listen, five young girls that grew up in the spotlight. Again, her story and the truth. We don't know what happened. I met Camila 3 or 4 times. She's been great to me every single time.
She's always been nice.
Ally Brooke's been awesome, so it is what it is. Okay.
It's tough. It's mixed. I just don't buy a lot of the things I'm seeing. Let's just say that. I'm not getting it's not passing the vibe.
The reason we're talking about this right now is because she wasn't a big fan of this couple. I love this couple.
I don't
Unfortunately,
like them as a couple.
They broke up last night.
To no surprise at all.
So I was wrong. I guess they weren't soulmates.
He told me and I'm like, okay. Yeah.
So here's what Camila and Sean in a joint message on Instagram said. Hey guys, we've decided to end our romantic relationship, but our love for one another as humans is stronger than ever. We started our relationship as best friends and will continue to be best friends. We so appreciate your support from the beginning and moving forward, Camila and Sean.
Yeah. I believe, here's the thing. Here's what I don't believe from, life. Y'all were passionately in love. You ain't besties right now. That's not happening. So in my mind, I actually believe they probably will be best friends and they probably are really close. And that just proves my point more that I don't think this was this passionate love. I think they were best friends who maybe were bored during the pandemic. I don't know.
So,
but it ain't there.
Here's where we're going to spin it because this is my best friend. Okay, Kenzie Kramer, soon to be Kenzie Roman, has become my best friend. Like, we just spend every single day together from a personal standpoint. Professionally, we have a brand together now. If we broke up, we're not best friends. I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen.
And why wouldn't you be my bestie? I want that clarified. Why wouldn't you be my bestie?
If we can't be romantic and we can't be in love, there's no way I can go backwards and be like, oh yeah, she's cool.
Because you what? So you're coming from a perspective of like, you'd still want to be with me, so you couldn't put me in a friend zone?
I don't think, Camila and Sean, I don't think it was a mutual breakup. I think somebody wanted to break up with the other person.
There's a side piece somewhere.
Well, whatever it is, my point of the matter is, is that it's never mutual. I don't believe in the whole, you know what, I think we're going apart. No. Somebody wants to leave. Now, somebody may convince you that you want to agree to it as well. I think
Or somebody is not being a good partner because they feel that way. So you want them them, but you don't want the current relationship
Right.
they're giving you.
Right.
I think that happens.
I
a
don't
lot.
believe mutual breakups happen, and I for damn sure don't believe that if I love you and we're engaged to be married, and something happens and we break up, knock on wood, it'll never happen. But if that happened, we're not going to still be friends and best friends at that. Let me ask you a question: how many ex-boyfriends are you friends with right now?
Well, you made me block them, so I. Feel
How many
like...
ex-girlfriends am I friends with right now? It doesn't. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
I'm nicer though. You can't be.
You're nicer.
In a sense of like, I feel. I don't know. I would never be best friends. Like I'm meeting up with them once a week, but like I think I'm more chill maybe where I'm like, yeah. And you know what it is? You want to know why? I will say
Why?
my breakups are different than yours, in which I've been cheated on a lot. I've kind of been on the receiving like side of bull crap. Where I almost feel good when people can still like watch me now do well.
Right.
So I'm not so like, screw you. I'm kind of more like, okay, but let me tell you, I got wings and they gonna spread and you gonna see that. And I want you to keep me on Instagram because I want you to watch me be in new markets and I love to flourish. Okay.
Gosh.
So I think that I have a different, like, it's more like that. Like I want you to see me do great.
It's funny because this is why we get along so well, because I thought for a long time I was a really hard ex-boyfriend to have because I was on the radio every single day here in Chicago. The Jump Smokers were taking off, so like our songs were on the radio, our remixes were in the clubs.
You're so hard to get over.
So it was one of those things where like I always felt like I was probably a very tough ex-boyfriend to have in the city of Chicago. Now if you live somewhere else, y'all don't even know who I am.
Right.
But in Chicago, it was like I was like haunting you for the rest of your life.
You're right there. But now I'd haunt you, biatch. How does that feel?
True.
How does it feel to meet your match?
Well, that's all the time we have for today on our second episode of the Kenzie and Roman Show. Thank y'all so much, for real. I hate to be cheesy, but like this means so much to us that you even want or even interested to watch us and partake in our conversations and our topics and our questions. Just thank
Announce
you.
your pregnancies.
And to tell us before your husband that you're pregnant, Emily, like that's amazing. Yeah, thank you so much for being interactive. Here's the thing. We're going to do this again on Monday because next Thursday is Thanksgiving. We're going to Minnesota with for her family and everything, so we can't bring all the equipment up there. So on Monday night, we're going to do our next episode.
And we'll post about it on socials,
we will.
so you'll see.
Monday night, we are going to do it 9 p.m. Central Time, same place. I guess different time. It'll be a different day.
Yeah, that was very misleading sentence to say after we changed.
Different day, same time, same place. But follow us on socials. We are at Kenzie and Roman.
Yes.
She is at Kenzie K on air. I am at Live with Roman. Now here's the part that I messed up last time.
Good Lord, let me start shouting people out.
Yeah, say your stuff while
We're gonna raid somebody and hopefully it's less scary
I'm gonna try my best, guys.
and traumatizing than the girl who thought that Travis Scott worshipped Satan.
Okay, let's just keep going here.
I'm sorry, but it is
okay.
what it is.
I hear you.
I was just recapping.
Yes.
So Alex Guzmez agreed with me, said it was cringy. It was just odd. Something didn't sit right. Not a hater. I want them to both be happy. Something didn't sit right. And clearly I was right because they're not together. Emily said, good night. See you 2 Monday. Wish me luck Thursday. Please, Emily, make sure you tell us how it went, the pregnancy announcement on Thanksgiving. We're super excited to hear about that. And we're going to be an hour away from you next week. Where do you live, Emily? Flip side, do you need help with the raid?
We probably will, bro. Okay, so Kenzie, I think, how about these Lily Star games? It's 3 girls. What do you think about that?
Lily Star.
Feminine, body positive.
Okay.
All right. I mean, let's try it.
Lord.
Listen, we're going to raid this room.
We are not condoning the message that pops up. We don't know.
Okay, we are going to raid this room, guys.
Okay.
Come along with us. If you don't like it, leave.
Just leave immediately. If that's totally fine. We don't care.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's just really respectful to do this. So you could literally watch for less than 4 seconds. We're just trying to be nice people.
We're going to try our best to raid this. And I believe you just do raid. Flip side, can you see our chat? Is this
I don't think you can see it till you send it.
Lily Star? Oh yeah, I spelled it wrong.
S-T-A-R. That's how you spell star.
Okay, so we're gonna try this right now. Okay, so we're gonna raid Lily Star Games again, guys. This is not an endorsement. Let's all go over there. Tell them Kenzie and Roman sent you. If you guys like it, hang out. If you don't, leave. We will not be upset. Let's see if this works. Flip side, we do it right. And thank you guys.
Did you put a space?
Thank y'all for coming to our show, for real. This is so fun.
This
We're
is
gonna
so
do it
fun.
every single. Oh, the slash goes first. Okay.
Good Lord.
Oh my god.
This is so bad. You should just sit at home and practice until next week. That's the only thing you should do for an entire week.
How about that? Oh, there we go.
Yay!
All right, guys, we're gonna raid.
It's happening.
We're gonna raid. Tell them Kenzie and Roman sent you. We love y'all. Thank you so much. We'll see you Monday. Yeah.